The Northern Plains, a land of boundless spirit, was home to the Hunkpapa Lakota, a people deeply connected to their earth. Their lives revolved around family, community, and the thundering herds of buffalo that sustained them. Born in 1840, Chief or Gall, as he would later be known, showed an early vitality and spirit.
He quickly became an expert horseman and hunter, skills vital for survival and respect within his tribe.
Even in youth, his keen mind and strategic thinking were evident, always observing, always learning. But the ancient ways faced a growing threat as the tide of expansion pushed westward. Tensions mounted, forcing young leaders like Gall to confront an uncertain future for their people.
Gall's reputation grew not just as a fighter, but as a voice of reason and courage in times of crisis.
His first taste of battle forged him, making him a formidable leader on the field.
The Lakota were a mobile people, following the buffalo, but now their movements were increasingly restricted.
Amidst the growing conflict, the heart of Lakota culture beat strong, passed from generation to generation.
Gall understood that their survival depended on both their strength and their wisdom. The treaties were broken, the land stolen, and the inevitable clash drew ever closer. By the 1870s, the Great Sioux War was upon them, a fight for their very existence. Gall, fearless warrior and brilliant tactician, was ready to defend his people's homeland. In the summer of 1876, thousands of Lakota and Cheyenne gathered, a powerful alliance for freedom.
Among them, Chief Gall stood with Sitting Bull, planning their defense against the encroaching U.S. Army.
Gall, witnessing the assault on his camp, charged into the fray, his grief turning to fury.
His strategic mind and warrior prowess were unleashed in the chaos of battle.
Gall directed the warriors with brilliant precision, routing Major Renault's command, then turning his full attention.
Custer's isolated command, on what would become known as Last Stand Hill, was surrounded.
The Battle of Little Bighorn, a devastating victory for the Lakota and a shocking defeat for the U.S. Army.
Though victorious, the Lakota knew this day would bring severe repercussions. The victory galvanized the U.S. military, leading to relentless pursuit across the plains. For months, the Lakota moved constantly, evading capture, their freedom hanging by a thread. Winter brought brutal hardship, testing the limits of their endurance. Gall bore the weight of his people's suffering, a burden heavier than any war club. Finally, with their numbers dwindling and resources depleted, they sought refuge in Canada. For years, Chief Gall and Sitting Bull led their people in exile, enduring the bitter Canadian winters.
The buffalo herds were gone, and starvation became a constant, gnawing companion.
Memories of their free life, their homeland, became a painful contrast to their harsh reality. The weight of responsibility for his suffering people was immense, forcing an impossible decision.
To save his people, Gall made the agonizing choice to return to American soil, to surrender.
In 1880, Gall led his band, weary and diminished, south, towards an uncertain fate. The border was heavily guarded, leaving no doubt about who now held power. With dignity, Gall led his people to Fort Bufford, North Dakota, laying down their arms. It was a surrender not of spirit, but of necessity, to ensure his people's survival. They were relocated to Standing Rock Agency, their new home, now dictated by the U.S. government. The vast, free plains were replaced by confined boundaries, a stark new reality.
Their self-sufficiency replaced by rations and reliance on the very government they fought.
Yet, Gall adapted. He became a voice for his people, advocating for their rights within the new system.
He sought to ensure their children would thrive, even in this radically changed world.
Gall encouraged his people to adapt, to cultivate the land, to find new ways of sustenance.
He became a judge on the Court of Indian Offenses, working within the very system he once fought.
Though the landscape had changed for his people, the spirit of the land endured. He carried the weight of loss, of those who fell in battle, and those lost to the harsh realities of reservation life. Gall sought peace, urging his people to find strength in unity and adaptation, not endless conflict. He recognized that true strength lay not just in war, but in enduring and building anew. Years passed, and with them, the last vestiges of the old world faded. His later years were spent as a guide, a connection to the proud past, and a beacon for the future. He carried the spirit of the free plains within him, a flame that never died.
Chief Gall passed away in 1894, a warrior, a leader, a survivor.
He was a key figure in the last great victory of the Plains Indians, a testament to his tactical genius.
His legacy lives on, in the spirit of his people, in their ongoing fight for justice and preservation.
The land still holds their stories, their pain, and their undying resilience.
Chief Gall, a name synonymous with courage, strategy, and an unwavering love for his people. His story reminds us of the profound cost of conflict and the enduring strength of the human spirit.